You don't know who Bob Goff is. He's one of our favorite speakers. I would say he's one of the best communicators in the world. Here he is here with lots of books. And so Bob is just a great guy, really sharp guy. And he came for our leadership conference, stayed over and did a weekend, and I had the privilege of having dinner with him. And anything with Bob is fun, all right? Anything that you do. But during dinner, he told us that he's got a cabin in Canada that he uses for the kingdom of God. And it's a place for dangerous conversations. So Bob says, I look at the media in America, across the world, and he has great influence, and I decide that I want to invite some people that are shouting at each other, opposing sides, and I'm going to get them together at my cabin and help them to have dangerous conversations. Sounds like Bob, doesn't it, everyone? Sounds like Bob. But I don't tell them that I'm inviting their enemy, their nemesis. I don't ever tell them. I just say, hey, you want to come to my cabin? They're like, yeah. Sometimes I'll ask, who's coming? You don't need to know. It'll be great. It's like the devil is coming, you know. And so he invites them from whether within different sides of America or different sides of the world, he brings them together. And he just say, meet me at such and such a dock. I'll get you in my boat and I'll bring you then to my dock up to the cabin. And then these people turn up at the exact same time. They're standing on the dock and they turn around and see their enemy. They're like, what are you doing here? Well, what are you doing here? Bob Goff invited me. Bob Goff invited me. Sting. He's done us. And there's like 10 people standing there and they're all going, devil. But then Bob turns up before they have a fight and he says, get in the boat. And before he docks at his cabin, you know what he makes them all do? Jump in the water with their clothes on. It's a leveler, everyone. Because one thing we all have in common is we look terrible when we're soaked. Correct? And they all get out of the water and he said, hey, let's have fun together. And he brings them together to have dangerous conversations. For me, that sounds like Jesus. Jesus is not frightened of having dangerous conversations. And maybe he even wants to have a dangerous conversation with you today. Some of you are sitting here and you just thought, I'll go to church. And you didn't realize that the voice of the Spirit of God is going to say some things to you today, not out of trying to guilt you, but out of trying to change you into the person that even you want to be. Yes? Anyone open for God having a dangerous conversation with you today? That can happen right now in this place, because you're going to hear my voice and it's going to sound Irish God in your head. Because he does speak with an Irish accent, everyone.